So this is a pretty big tabletop, very heavy, very awkward, definitely not easy to glue up by yourself, especially in a small shop like this. The top is made of 5/4 Sapele. I got the boards from Monteith Lumber. If you live in New Jersey, it's a great place to get lumber. Definitely check them out. And I glued the boards up using biscuits. Some people don't like biscuits. I think like woodworking purists don't like biscuits, but I'm not so much of a purist when it comes to woodworking as I am a realist. And they just make gluing up boards a lot easier. So in this case, once I aligned the boards up in the order that I wanted them to go together, I used the biscuit joiner to create the biscuit slots, and then I glued the boards up basically in 2 halves. I glued up these 3 boards. I used a lot of glue. Using more glue gives you a longer open time. And then I clamped the 3 boards upright, standing up straight, to the side of my table. And then I got to work on the other half of the table. And once that half of the table was put together, I put it to the side. It wasn't clamped, but it was just held together with the biscuits. And then I got my clamps ready, making sure to adjust them, get the, make sure they're fully extended. And these are the Surefoot clamps by Rockler. I've been using these now for about a year. I really like them because it's just very easy to use and very lightweight. And then I put the 2 halves on, made sure that the biscuits lined up with the biscuit slots. I mean, obviously when you're lining up all your boards, you want to mark your boards. These boards are numbered 1 through 5. So you want to do all those little notes to make sure there's no mess ups when you're doing the glue up, because it's definitely a pressures on situation. And then I tightened up all the clamps, and you'll see all the glue squeeze out. I'm not worried about the glue squeeze out on the bottom. I'll get that off later. For the top of the table, I get the bulk of the glue off using sawdust, and then I use a wet rag. And this is another controversial approach maybe to removing glue. It's something that I've been doing for well over 20 years, and I've never had an issue with it, although I do plan to sand the boards now that they're put together. Maybe if you're joining boards and you don't plan to do that much sanding, maybe you have more of an issue, but I definitely will be sanding these. And so any kind of a glue residue that I may have missed will be removed when I go to sand the boards. Okay, so that's about it. Just a quick tip video on building a large tabletop by yourself. The tabletop's got to weigh at least 100 pounds, maybe 120 pounds, so it's very awkward. And but you can do it yourself. The main tip here, I think, was to build the tabletop in 2 parts and clamping the first part in the upright position to the table so it doesn't fall over while you're building the second part. I will be posting the full table build on my channel this weekend, and I'll have free plans. You'll be able to find them on my website. And before I go, I want to thank everybody who went over to the Bell Works video and left a thumbs up or a comment. I'm hoping to do a project with them, and that kind of interaction is the kind of thing that might make a project with them go forward. So big thank you to you guys. I really do appreciate it. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay too, because I'm doing so many different things right now. Right now I'm in the middle of planning a road trip up to Vermont for a project, and I will keep you posted on that as it gets a little bit more concrete. I just want to make sure everything's going to happen before I talk about it. But a lot of cool things going on. So as always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.